Hey guys, it's Albertium back with another video for Helldivers 2, and today we're gonna be discussing the absolute awesomeness of the jump pack. Yeah, you heard me right, this thing is actually extremely useful, and before I even think about asking you to click that like or subscribe button for me, I just ask that you give me a chance to earn that from you, and well, let's get in on this. Let's start off with some basics. Now, while it is a cool little detail on the jump pack itself to have the line, the meter, if it's charged or not, signifying yellow or red, I suggest that you keep an eye out here, lower left, in your HUD to see how much more time left there is for this to charge. And it's 20 seconds, which in my opinion should actually be lower. And let's do some testing. Now, being a physics-based game, of course, Helldivers is going to be, factoring into this jump pack. If you are running and using your jump pack, obviously, this is going to make you go further. Now, keep in mind that it is actually going to use a little sliver of your stamina. So make sure that you have a little bit of that at least before you attempt this. Now, again, of course, if you go somewhere higher up and attempt to use your awesome jump pack, this is going to be giving you even more distance. Now, here's the thing. If you use the light armor, obviously, you're gonna go much farther away, but if you use the heavy armor, it's still gonna be giving you some distance between you and the enemies, but obviously you are heavier and you are gonna travel less. When it comes to vertical jumps, now this thing is pretty much only going to be useful if you're trying to dodge the chargers or even land on them for a cool little moment where you are actually riding. But other than that, I really don't see much use of this. And can you use the jump pack while doing these awesome neck-breaking dives? Unfortunately, no. It would have been really amazing to have that ability, but I say again, unfortunately, they didn't give us the option. And what does the jump pack actually excel at? Well, at giving you increased mobility and amazing tactical advantage, because the entire terrain, the whole topography and everything is your benefit. You can quite literally block smaller enemies, even force them to go different routes to get to you, and in turn this makes them an easier target, giving you more time to aim, fire, reload, maybe even wait out a stratagem cooldown, which is going to be amazing. Now, depending on which faction you go against the Terminids, I recommend supplementing the jump pack with the flamethrower because it is just that amazing. It kills chargers like nothing, and for anything bigger, and I mean Bile Titans, you're always probably gonna have some sort of a really strong stratagem. When it comes to the bots, well, the anti-material rifle is absolutely the way to go. An amazing thing about the jump pack is that it lets you reload your weapon while still in the air. Now, mind you, this is going to be cutting your travel distance considerably, but still giving you enough room between you and whatever danger you are trying to escape. Now, this is exceptionally handy because at the moment you touch down, you can continue firing. This also works for stratagems that you have readied prior to the jump or even during the jump itself. Now, if it is a particularly devastating stratagem, you can also look upwards while you are still in the air and chuck it. This is going to be giving you even more distance. And we move to automatons, and fun enough, the first thing we're going to be discussing here, we have a factory strider. Now this is going to be highlighting the both strengths and weaknesses of the jump pack, and I think I'm going to be opening with the weakness. The cooldown is absolutely atrocious. 20 seconds for this thing has forced me to jump up here once and then lay down in cover waiting for it to reload so I can get on top of the factory strider. 15 seconds, I think that would be really ideal and not in any way game breaking, to the balance itself. Now, when you were up here on the factory striders, obviously I didn't have the weapons to deal with this monstrosity. I did not expect it, but you can quite literally chill up here, all because of the jump pack. You can even call down the supply packs on top of this thing and still have to reload everything you got. You can also keep using it to dish out justice and democracy from up here if you have the sniper rifle like I do here, but where this thing really shines is using the size of all of these big guys against themselves. Now this is also going to be working against the tanks where you can quite literally jump over the tank or even on top of the tank if it's your pleasure and just go for that sweet weak spot very easily. This is also gonna be working for Devastators as well because they are not really that big, but they still are kinda slow. Now when it comes to the Hulks, It always helps using the EMS orbital, to slow them down, but even without that, I bet you can still jump over them, especially the flame guys, and get behind and land one of those quasar laser cannon shots to their back, or maybe even to the face if you have stunned them prior. Okay, so final thoughts. I do believe this thing is absolutely amazing. The whole terrain around you is potentially your advantage, and you need to have extreme awareness of not only that, but enemy positioning and how to use this to your advantage tactically. Now, this might not be something for beginner players or even the players who are finding a big comfort in using their, shield generator. They might not be willing to part ways with this, but you know what? Everyone else who is willing to experiment, I do believe you're going to find a extremely fun and satisfying item that is going to be enriching your gameplay with the game considerably. The jump pack, it's just such a treat and delight to use, and you know what? Everyone else is just going left and right, giving you this verticality, another dimension in the game. I myself just cannot say no to. I really can't. Guys, please let me know in the comments if you have been using the jump pack. If you are using the jump pack, what are your overall experiences with it? Do you want to use it? Maybe give it a try. Maybe you tried it and don't like it. Let me know in the comments. And well, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.